Hello, executive team. I am so excited to be addressing you all today to discuss the upcoming need to hire 2 new executive roles at Gomez & Co. So, as you all know, we are an inclusive retailer and we aim to create an atmosphere where all customers and team members feel safe, celebrated, and welcome. The openings that we are looking to hire as quickly as possible are the Director of Human Resources and a Director of Facilities, both of which will be brand new positions to our organization. So it is very important to help employees feel connected to our mission, vision, and values, understanding that this promotes productivity and guards against burnout. And this is a quote from an article by Stallard written in 2020. In an effort to connect employees and customers to our organizational culture, we, as you know, recently developed a short, memorable, inspirational identity phrase. And that phrase is finding everyday joy exactly as you are. In an effort to ensure that we are living this and executing it to the best of our ability, I will present my reasoning and then the reasoning which you as a team agreed on previously when we were developing our strategic plan for moving forward with these 2 new positions. Excuse me. First of all, Director of Facilities is key to an inclusive organization because facilities is where inclusion begins. Facilities should be ADA compliant. They should understand regulations and rules and be committed to owning the physical location and maintenance of our brick and mortar locations, which, as you know, is a key part of our identity, that it's a physical place people can come and it must be welcoming and inclusive and accessible for all. For human resources, this is very key because not only do we want someone who is very up to date with employment laws and who can protect employees against any form of harassment, discrimination, etc., but we also want to make sure that we have a leader in the department who exclusively owns cultural initiatives and setting the cultural tone. And as we know, that positive culture is very key to our mission. When it comes to the top qualifications that we're looking for in our perfect or ideal candidate, there are a few things that we know are very key. So research indicates that those who begin organizations where they live and where they're already familiar with enjoy the greatest success in less populated regions and tend to have successful outcomes more than those without prior experience, which is a study by Sorensen in 2017. It was published. So this applies to both the qualifications we're looking for the Director of Facilities and for Human Resource Director, but I do want to emphasize that this is especially key for the Human Resource Director candidate who we are going to promote because she has already been with our organization as a Human Resource Coordinator as she pursued her Master's in Human Resource Management. So the top qualifications for the role were already that they must have a SHRM certification or equivalent master's degree in the field, and that they must also have 4+ years in the field. Because they will be building this department, we need them to be an expert and we need them to be a leader in this category who can help to manage the team, help to create initiatives, not simply carry them out. For the Director of Facilities, it is very key that they are able to have the experience necessary to not only manage a physical location, but also a team and themselves. The Director of Facilities will have several employees to manage and they will be working independently a lot of the time. So they need to have that experience so that they can take initiative, keep themselves busy, meet deadlines, and address and prioritize facilities matters and maintenance matters in a timely fashion. My apologies. So, for our required qualifications, experience in the field is key. Experiencing managing people is also key. These are required qualifications, and they should have 4+ years of maintenance experience. Education or a technical degree, an apprenticeship, or some other certification, OSHA 10, OSHA 30, those are preferred, not required. All right. Some of the strengths that are very important for both of these candidates to have, especially considering that this will be a retail location, is relationship building. This may seem superfluous to a facilities role, but in fact it is not. They should be adaptable, empathetic, and positive. These things are key to both our culture and to the way that we present to our community and to our customers. The other strengths needed are those that have to do with executing, especially in the director level roles. Some of these include consistency and focus. We want our executive team to be made up of servant leaders who take initiative, who embrace the value of the people, and who do not merely see them as a commodity or resource. So these will not just be facilities and HR professionals, but these will be part of our executive leadership team who set the tone for the organization. And as Peters said in 2019, it is true that as leaders, we can never be better than we are as people. The quality of our leadership relies on our personal greatness. We want to ensure that, as Peters said, our character is the core of how we lead. For the cultural fit of our executive team, we want to make sure that they embody and believe in what we feel is the core of our organization, which is that we welcome all people and that our products are inclusive and represent our true and genuine community. We believe wholeheartedly in the power of our executive team to focus on people and to have exceptional performance and financial results, but to understand that that can't be our only focus. As Warwick wrote in 2018. Finally, I want to talk about the 2 different ways that we pursued the hiring for these roles. For the director of facilities, we did not use an existing succession plan. As a fairly new organization, we did not have anyone currently in the facilities or maintenance position. So we have been managing the facilities load ourselves, and we have been relying on our vendors. It is important to find someone externally who, with the needed qualifications, to both broaden our workforce skill set and to take ownership of the department and the workload. However, for our Director of Human Resources, we of course have had our wonderful HR coordinator, as I mentioned earlier, who's been helping with our administrative HR workload, including offboarding, onboarding, and other coordinator level tasks. She will soon graduate with her Master's in Human Resource Management. She utilized our tuition reimbursement program in order to achieve this milestone, and we are excited to welcome her as our new director. After setting the required qualifications for this role, we recognize that she is more than qualified and experienced, and that she will have 4 years of human resource experience, 2 of them with us, by the time she begins a new role. Her knowledge of our organization and her demonstrated commitment to our vision and values will make her an incredible asset leading the cultural progress of our organization. I wanted to acknowledge the sources I've cited throughout this presentation. We have an article called The Leader's Role in Employee Engagement, found in Employee Engagement, Creating High Positive Energy at Work. We have, of course, as you know, the Clifton Strengths Finder from Gallup Press, which we as an organization have used. We have an article called Home Field Advantage Works in Business as Well as Baseball from Scholl's School of Entrepreneurship by Sorensen and Dahl. And we have chapter 6 of Connection Culture, The Competitive Advantage of Shared Identity, Empathy, and Understanding at Work by Stallard. The chapter, of course, is called Taking Action, Connection Through Vision, Value, and Voice. And then we have Warwick's article, The Need for Transformational Leaders to Understand Organization, Development Fundamentals from the OD Practitioner. So thank you again for tuning in, and I appreciate all that you do for our organization. Thank you.